I just started the show like that? Hi, everybody. Really go really high pitched. Hi, everybody. Hello, everyone, and welcome to DIbToons Plays. This is episode 10. We did it. Nice round number as Bass falls asleep.
Falling like a yawn, thank you.
2 more away from Sean becoming the master of segues.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's said by episode 12.
I tell you, it's been a rough week since episode 9.
And before we just go from 11 to 13 and there is no episode 12.
What if we just skip... just skip episode 12?
Yeah.
That's the last episode. I always
Just
make
release
jokes
it.
about it, but it
It's
never gets
just
released.
an hour of Sean talking about segues. Like,
$600 Patreon goal. Get episode 12 released.
and
Bass has
us,
got
The
a
1 year
merchandise show
anniversary
wall.
episode 12.
us talking him down from creating a $5,000 Patreon goal so he can buy a fuck ton of segues.
Episode 12 is just going to be a supercut of Bass trying to pitch paywalls. That's what I'm going to do for episode 12. I'm just going to get ahead on it right now.
Hey, we didn't do our...
Do you want the smell-o-vision version of the podcast?
Wait a minute. Chris, say that again.
We didn't do our Patreon thanks.
We missed that last week. Well,
Yep.
an hour ago. Last week for you guys.
Sean, with the
And-
magic of editing, we can edit it back in.
We can. We can figure... Actually, I want to have Bass come over and just start doing reads of that I can play. And every time it changes, we just put a new one in, and I just fade it in and out.
A new what?
A new recording of you reading all the Patreons
Oh.
with smooth jazz music
Am I
behind
reading
you.
the Patreons? I have the least
'Cause
second.
you're
Because you
really
like
know.
to come up here.
You're always trying to get us to have a
You-
paywall.
Because you look like Kenny G,
Bass,
and it's smooth jazz.
you get up on the mic so
yeah.
close, and your voice is so smooth.
Like
So this is my
velvety
last
buck.
day on the podcast, as I'm officially weirded out.
You started it, sir.
Don't
you
be
started
weirded
it.
out, babe.
So thank you so much, Terry Weathers, for hanging in there. Thank you, David.
Yeah, thank you, David. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, David, on episode 10. Thank you, Terry, on episode 10. So you can't edit out the fact this is episode 10 being edited on episode 9.
Bass, I can make you say whatever I want you to say.
Oh, all right. Prove it. Make a really terrible sentence for this podcast, and I'll listen to it.
I'll sub it in right here.
All right. Insert now.
That was awful.
Okay.
I can't believe I made you say that.
Yo,
It's
Sean.
funny because Bass isn't going to listen to this, so he isn't going to know.
No, I'll try and remember.
Yo, guys, cancel Seabass.
I can't
it's
believe he
over.
said that about Canadians.
I have
can't
to figure out what vocabulary I can use now in this episode to try and increase the vibe.
And such hate for Queen Elizabeth. I don't understand it. Just terrible, terrible things.
Hey, Bass.
Anyway.
What's your favorite quadrupedal antlered animal?
The fuck kind of
Caribou?
No. More modern.
more modern than a
Caribous are still alive.
Caribou 2.0? I don't understand. What are you looking for?
Mecha caribou?
What does a caribou evolve into when you level it up enough?
Dinner?
Moose. Do you like mooses? Say
Why
moose.
didn't you just fucking ask him if you like
say
mooses?
moose? Say
Masseuse.
say moose.
I'm not going to
Am
now.
I having a stroke?
Maybe.
Well, he said something about the Canadians, so moose has to be in there. They're all mooses
Hockey,
up there.
Maple Leaves, President Trudeau, Prime Minister Trudeau, Vancouver, snow, moose. There you go. I don't know.
Now I'm just going to have him say something about driving a van.
They're all mooses up there.
Mounties,
The people,
Ontario, the French language.
moose. The people, moose. The dogs, the cats, moose. They're all mooses.
What has happened?
I'm telling you my opinion of Canada. Everything
We
above
took a
that,
5-minute break and then it got weird.
everything above that northern border is a goddamn moose. I swear to God, it's true.
It's not even late. It's only like 9 something at night.
And Canada's trying to convince you that there's nothing but moose above the U.S. Canadian border. And they've done a great job.
What am I looking for?
This is everything that we need.
Oh.
So last time,
I have it on my So
Well, that's cool.
we can listen to it later.
So last time, man, I don't remember what happened last time. It was so long ago. You guys,
We finally fired the commission cannon and put it out of commission.
you
And then I
find
put it back.
you finally fired the cannon whose name no one ever pronounces.
Coherence. We all know it's
I know,
coherence.
but
We
no
just
one
like
ever
to
pronounces
say
it
different way.
Yeah,
You know,
everyone pronounces it wrong and correct.
The comeuppance cannon.
on purpose.
Yeah.
I know it's on
It's
purpose.
a joke.
I know,
Get in
understand
the
that. I was getting
comments,
there.
cannon.
If I had finished my sentence, it would have been funny.
You can edit a full sentence in before Andy, because apparently
Yeah,
you're
that's
God.
too much work. Trying to edit around Andy. See what I mean? It's so hard to edit around Andy. There's things I want to take out, but I have to leave them in. So you come on a hyperspace, target locked. You dodge most of the damage from that, losing your transponder. You have had called in beforehand reinforcements who came in and distracted them enough for you to land on the planet after firing your coherence cannon. And you obtained the information and materials needed to venture out into the desert to look for this archaeological dig site that was a mine.
And there is some real tension in the party.
There was zero tension
There
in the
has
party.
There's shut up.
usually you have a week to settle down and finish the stewing, but how's everyone feel about the inevitable betrayal by Bass that's coming?
I want to cave. What's Albatross's head in with my giant wrench?
What does Andy want to do to Bass though, as a human being? Like you player. I'm asking you, the player, not the characters.
What?
I want to make him listen to Black Hole Sun on repeat for
Oh my
48
fucking
hours.
No one deserves that.
Personally, I want to invite Bass over for dinner because this is a game, and whereas Betrayal kind of sucks, it is funny, and I'm not going to fucking commit a war crime against him.
I thought we were going for laughs here. I'm not going to actually make him do that.
Make sure you listen to the paper on. Listen to the paper. Never mind. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
Okay then.
He's done giving paywalls.
Listen to the paywall.
So, Bask, real quick question. When Chris invites you for dinner, won't you come?
No, because that would be rude.
Won't you come?
No, again, it would be rude in your house.
You're not going to come to our house to eat the dinner that he invited you to? That's rude.
Yeah, that's the rude part, man.
I'll make sure to bring a spoon, man.
No, Bess, they need forks.
What is happening?
There's
You've
only like
lost
5 in the
all
whole house.
control of your podcast
have.
right now.
All we know about dinner is that it's super unknown.
The secret ingredient is cum.
I'm just imagining Iron
got it.
Chef fucking lifts that shit.
Just vials. Cum! Jars and jars.
Oh, great, that's going to be used in the edit.
I'm just picturing them pulling the curtain off of jars and jars and jars of cum.
I hope you're ready to say something really enlightening about moose cum.
There's like the.
Or caribou cum, it doesn't have to be different, you know.
Oh my god!
It's a good
Or
source.
mecha caribou
If you
cum.
listen to, if you're letting your children listen to this show, you've made a terrible mistake.
We're in episode 10. If you don't know by now, it's your own fault.
Right, as enjoyable as this is, we do need to get moving along.
Oh man! So you guys are out in the desert in this rover where we left, following the coordinates, and as you're on your way, there is a kind of a cloudy, dusky look ahead of you. In the direction you need to be going.
Well, is any one of us a meteorologist?
I mean, I'll roll a
No.
study check.
What?
I didn't know if anyone knew weather patterns on a planet that doesn't rotate.
Why don't you ask your god?
What are you
Yep.
rolling there?
I'm rolling a study check, seeing if I can figure out what's going on.
You just can't use the way for everything.
And
Are you
I'm
sure about that?
Probably fucking this up.
That was your
I thought it was
strategy to
magic.
begin
Oh,
with.
I know it
sweet.
was.
Yeah, no, I fail. I can't tell shit.
So, yeah.
Guys, we'll be fine. It's perfectly safe. Keep going.
I'll take a look at the upcoming thing with my one study. All right, never mind. 1.
Fuck it, I'll study too.
Hey, that's a 6.
We did it, boys.
What? You got a 6?
He's got a 6.
Yep.
So, in the direction you need to go, there is a sandstorm that your vehicle's navigation should be able to take you through it, okay? Like to show you where you are still. Like you shouldn't get lost as long as you can keep the vehicle on course. So I'm going to need a helm roll. Or you can sit and wait and see if the sandstorm passes.
Boss, I'm telling you,
We got limited time
it's
anyway.
safe. Let's go.
You are on limited time.
There's nothing dangerous about
5.
Darude's
Yeah, 5.
sandstorm.
So your vehicle takes a decent amount of damage, but you guys get through with yourselves safe.
No, it's not our vehicle, so I mean.
The treads are pretty torn up. It doesn't seem like this vehicle is going to make it back.
Oh.
Yeah, that might be bad for.
We got a
well,
mechanic.
all of us.
So you kind of want to hope that someone beat you there,
Yeah,
so that
we
you
can
have a
take their
vehicle to
stuff.
steal on the way back. You know what I mean?
Or somebody's going to ambush us later.
So-
Either way, we're
You-
hoping for more people.
You
come-
should be closer to the mic, Chris.
Sorry, or that somebody ambushes us later. Either way, we're hoping for more people.
Oh yeah, because we did downtime, this is considered a new score, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Ah, sweet, my special armor's back.
Yep, and you're in a controlled position.
Technically,
With standard
my
effect.
healing clock fills 3, but I have no harm. So
So, as you guys come out of the other side of the sandstorm, you do see a few vehicles ahead of you around what appears to be a dig site with a monolithic stone carving being uncovered.
Hell yeah.
And as you approach, you realize that there appears to be some kind of door at the base of this thing, about large enough for a vehicle to enter through if it were open. And you, as you approach, you see small explosions at the door, like they're setting charges, trying to open it.
that
Nothing.
ain't gonna work.
They're going to ruin that fine structure.
I don't
The
think
thing
they are.
broke The thing broke a diamond-tipped drill.
Oh,
I don't think that blowing... Like, I like explosives and
Well,
shit.
for one arachnid, I didn't know this, but two, that sounds amazing. The fact that it's harder than the hardest known
Bass.
substance. What?
Bass. Oh wait, no, that was information given to Chris. Never mind.
Yeah, that was information
I
given
thought
to
that was
Chris.
given to you, and I
No.
was going to be like, God damn it.
It wasn't.
This wasn't even last week. This was like minutes ago.
What do you mean, Andy? This is definitely last week.
Anyways,
What is time?
I am looking like it's not in any danger. But I really don't know how to open it either. Like,
I mean, I could definitely give it a shot. If it's
sure.
attuned with the way, and I'm attuned with the way,
So,
then I am your way.
What's the plan, boss? You want to
Speak
jump
friend.
out, ambush them, kill them, bury them in the desert?
I know I got the joke.
Let's let the mumbo jumbo scientists get us in.
One, I'm not a scientist, and two, it's not mumbo jumbo,
Scientologist?
and three, we're not one of the people who are there, so I'm sure if we step out, they're gonna be like, hey, who are you, where are your credentials, and
Okay, but you can't tell us from here how to get in there?
I'd like to be up close and personal.
Your magic doesn't, tell you from a distance?
Okay, let me tell you this. You see a ship, and you're like a couple 100 feet out. Are you just going to tell me how the controls inside work without seeing it
Yeah,
beforehand?
most ships are the same.
No, but I don't have Wuju powers.
I hate all of you.
You should have asked if she could pilot it from like 20 feet away. Or, well, a mile away.
Okay, I'll use Arachnid's analogy. Could you pilot that thing 100 feet away?
Assuming I had magic, sure. I don't know how the magic works.
Yeah, you're
All
kind
right.
I've never described it.
That is
John,
also
I'm going to
true.
see if I can potentially connect with the obelisk from this far out.
Magic must defeat magic.
I rolled 2 6s. Jesus.
Seems like I was
Oh,
right.
shut the fuck up.
All you do is shout "Open Sesame" at the top of your lungs.
And it just fucking opens, and that shit-eating smug grin right at your character.
Okay,
So what was that
Sean.
albatross
I
about
got
not
2
being able to open
sixes.
it?
What do I experience?
So, as you reach out and feel the way connection between yourself and this massive stone object, you can actually see the mechanisms holding the door in place and where a hand needs to be placed. But it needs to be a direct connection.
Okay, so,
Okay, so
they're,
it doesn't
they're going
open.
about it all wrong. They need physical contact at a specific place. So I will need to be there. We just need to get me there and get us there. And
There's something else I must tell you, is that you don't need to be necessarily strong in attunement to do this, but no matter who does it is going to take damage because the door will draw its power from your attunement.
So we're going to get someone to put their hand on that door. That isn't me. Because you need me in top form for whatever's inside there. Because I'm your way.
I mean, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But
Maybe.
I mean, I could take out probably anything.
Bash, you should write down that level 3 sick burn harm.
Okay, well, what's our strategy for getting close to it?
Well, we don't look like we're supposed to be here.
I know that's
No, we don't exactly.
problem.
We don't look like it, but this thing
Yeah,
thing
the
probably
tank
does.
seems fine.
So we can get in pretty close, and then I don't know, jump out, beat the shit out of those guys, throw them onto the door, see if that works.
Do we want to wait for nighttime? You think that? Oh, there is no nighttime. Never mind. Disregard that. We want to wait for when? Do they have to leave? Okay, all right.
I might have to leave eventually, so let's
We'll wait it
be
out.
quick about this.
Oh, okay.
Or like one of us can try to open the door, or we could just force their hand wherever.
Sean, how many peoples look like are there actually? Let's get a head count.
It looks like
Feel like that would be either a study or a sculpt to get in closer.
We
For
could
us to
drive
be
up
able
in
to
the
find
tank
out.
unsuspiciously closer.
That's true.
So I figure we just get close enough to the point where we can get a little bit more information on what we're dealing with.
That's fair.
so. I mean, as you get closer, just a cursory glance, you see about 5 engineers working on this door. You can't tell if there's anyone in the 2 rovers that are near, but you see, what did I say? 5?
Said 5 engineers.
5 engineers is what you see, and a motorcycle. But you hear a motorcycle at least.
We see it ripping across
That guy
the
is gonna
desert.
blow up soon.
doing sick tricks off the dunes.
I called dibs.
Yes.
Wrong dibs.
Oh.
He wants the motorcycle.
I'm taking the motorcycle. If I've got
There's
to...
no. It just drove away.
Yeah. And he goes
Later,
back with
guys.
the shit. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to take the tank for a couple hours here.
The tank is all of a sudden doing these sick tricks off the.
I don't want to do sick tricks. I just want the motorcycle.
New project.
Oh, yeah, I was building a weapon at one point.
I got eaten by a sandworm, Andy.
the motorcycle.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
the motorcycle.
The spice must flow, Andy. And if you die, we'll make a ghoul out of you and replicate you 1 bajillion times and ruin the story.
No, that'll be fine. I don't mind not.
So what
Death
do-
not being a
so what are you doing?
consequence.
So what are you doing?
Good question.
While I sit over here
So
and
there's
order,
5 of them.
and I'm ordering Chris a
There
lapel
are
mic.
5. So there are 5 of them. Let's get ready and I guess kill them.
There are 5 engineers, but we don't know if they have any armed guard with them.
There's
All
5
right,
engineers,
fine.
and we don't know if they can make a mic that won't fuck up with Chris.
It's not the mic's fault.
All right,
Yeah,
you know what? Let's
This
just go
is
with your
easier.
plan. Let's just go with your plan. I actually haven't hit anything lately, and I have a lot of pent up anger I need to get out of my system.
Right.
So I'm gonna jump out with you.
All right. I mean, if you're sneaky, you could probably sneak into one of those
Do you drop the
tanks and,
clubs?
like,
Do I look like the
Kill
type
someone?
that sneaks?
you have magic, you could be sneaky. I don't know.
I was a golf player.
You could still be
So
sneaky.
you should be
There
quiet then.
You're one of those magic
anyone wanna
people. You
lead?
could be sneaky.
Golf's a quiet sport.
Does anyone want to lead a skulk action?
Oh yeah. Does anyone want to lead a skull?
I have 0 skulk.
I have 0 skulk.
Who has any points in skulk?
Well, that's unfortunate.
None of
one
us have
skulk-
points in
This is a
skulk.
skulkless
That's
party.
the neat thing. None of us do.
So
That's the neat thing. It was Derek's character.
Yeah, that's true. Actually.
so here's the thing about a skulk roll is that everyone still makes it when someone leads an action. Just the person who's leading takes stress for each failure of the others.
Mm-hmm.
Takes 1 point of stress for each failure.
But
Is this-
those players don't actually.
Is this
fail.
tank armed?
No, it's a rover. He's been.
No,
saying.
it's a
Oh.
it's a regular. It's just a rover. It has no
Why would
it has no appendages, no
I've been
arms, no
referring to it as
legs.
a tank.
Why
That's
would you
just me.
say it's a tank?
It has
I don't know
tracks.
who said it. Yeah.
That- I've been saying.
I
Take it
think
back.
as well.
It's more like a mining rover.
Take it back. I'll take all
Anyway.
the tanks and guns you have.
What do you?
Do we just want to drive up and jump out?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
All right.
Guns blazing. I can agree with this plan.
Pull out golf club. I don't have a gun, but
No diplomacy in this group.
I'm gonna jump out. I guess I'll jump out and shout at the engineers. Put your hands on the wall where she tells you to. I'll roll command.
that's fair.
Okay.
As I get out behind you.
We're near one of the other rovers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to know that.
So I can chuck a pipe bomb in there.
So you can
No.
shoot the laser through it.
No. I have a plan if things start going south. Well, things are going south. I did not succeed
Hey, your command roll.
on my command roll. The highest roll was a 2.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that doesn't go well. So they all laugh at you, and the bay doors of each of the other 2 rovers open up, and 2 armed guards exit from each. And one of them levels aim at you.
Yep, that checks out.
He's going to take 1 shot, and it's going to be... He's not super accurate, but he's pretty good. It's going to be level 3 harm. Serious projectile wound.
Okay.
Not using lasers. They're using projectiles.
Okay. I'm going to roll a prowess to try to evade
Okay.
the shot.
And I believe there's another action that you want to do also. I feel like. Don't you have an ability that gives you a flashback? Because this is...
Oh yeah, this. Okay.
These
so,
4 would be ambushing
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
I thought that's
So,
why you were saying
yes.
it's not a problem.
Yeah. So I'm going to flash back. I'm going to take 2 stress to do my Xeno thing and kind of Hulk out, and I'm going to try to pick up this rover and throw it into the other rover.
That's as a flashback before they...
As the doors are opening, I'm basically trying to shove this thing into the other thing. At the very least, it take.
Who's still in the
2
rover?
of them
It's
out
gonna
of
be... It's
commission?
gonna be 2 stress and a roll.
Yeah.
I assume we all got out bad.
Oh, okay,
We were gonna
that's
attack
fair.
the guys.
That's fair. Okay, I just want to make sure.
So
No, we left you in the rover.
I wasn't going to stay
and
in
I
the
gain
rover.
potency
You need
there.
my guidance.
Do we, though?
Is insane strength one of your Xeno traits?
Yes.
You would... Okay, okay.
So each arm has the strength of what would normally be all 4.
Okay,
I have the strength of 16 arms.
gotcha.
That'd be enough to probably move this.
Jesus Christ. Not that.
Okay, make your roll.
You
Do
can
I
burn a
wanna push
gambit.
myself? Yeah, I'll burn a gambit.
I think this would be a good use of a
This
gambit.
sounds like
This
a
is
good
great
burn of
use
gambit.
We have
That is a
two
great
of those,
use.
right?
Yeah, so we're
Okay.
down to 1.
I'm also going to say this is desperate.
Okay.
Because it's crazy.
That EXP.
That's fair. So that's a 6.
nice.
You do it, and as the guy's leveling the shot at you, he gets it off, but still, because I already said it,
Yeah.
but he's crushed, and the other 2 guys were injured as they fell out, so they're actually not a problem now. And I'm going to go ahead and say at this point that the engineers are dropping to their knees with their hands up.
You know, that checks out.
All right, so
Oh.
now that you have obeyed my fine four-armed friend here, I want you... I picked the one who looks like they're the most scared. Okay, you're gonna stand up, and you're gonna walk to that door.
Shaking as he does.
I'm gonna
Don't hurt me.
I'm gonna take his hand. I'm gonna put it right near where he needs to put it. I'm gonna release and be like, now just put your hand right there.
Okay. And he leaves it there.
Anything happen?
No, nothing.
I think you need to roll in attune with the door while this is happening. You might be able to attune with the door and have it suck his energy out.
All right,
for you.
yeah, we're gonna... While he's holding that there, tune back into the Obelisk's channel. Motherfucker.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I
no
don't
success.
succeed, unfortunately.
Like, are you touching him while you do this? Like, doing it through him, or just trying to, like...
I'm gonna do it without touching him, and then if that doesn't work, I will be resorted to touching. You know, actually, if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna say fuck it and put my hand there.
So, yeah, it didn't work.
All right, I push him out of the way. I'm like, okay, you're useless.
Yeah,
And then I'm going to do
put
it.
your hand there.
Yep.
You're gonna hate me.
Ugh, why do you have to say that now?
For that reaction. Because that was great.
I haven't rolled yet.
I know. Makes this die roll so much more intense.
Welcome, guys, to level 1 means nothing because everything's level 3 harm.
You know, I go to the second scientist, and we're like, okay, your turn. Hand there. I'll go through all 5 of these guys.
And before it's none of them.
I'm gonna roll a scrap and beam the one who failed in the head.
I don't need to harm them any further.
Oh wait, I roll 3.
They huddle they're huddling together at this point, like terrified that you're gonna kill them.
Well, one of them was correct so far.
You know what? As I go to the second one, I'm like, all right, you brought someone who is attuned with the way with you, correct?
No, they're not. They were supposed to show up later today. The commander.
I think in my head, that cheeky son of a bitch.
You offered to do her job.
I know. I
for
thought
her.
maybe they'd bring someone else. So if
You offered to do her job.
All right,
for
now
her.
I look
Of
at the
course,
door
she's
and I'm
going to
just
take
like,
you up on that. Sorry.
hey, I'm gonna do this. And I'm like, all right.
Time to take level 2 harm.
You know, I looked to Lightning and it's like, all right, don't say I never did anything. This is gonna suck. I have a feeling. This is not going to be fun in the slightest.
All right, roll it.
I feel like I should just push myself for the 4th die for like criticals so I don't take as much fucking shit. You know what? Can I push for a 4th die?
Yes.
Okay. 'cause
Wait, do you have enough stress?
I have 2 stress.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
Total.
Oh, that's right. You got rid of.
I'm gonna push for the 4th die just so I have a higher chance of a
Beth,
crit.
you can always push a roll as long as you have the stress to do it.
That's 2 6s, baby. Let's go. Oh, no, that's a 4. That's the reverse. That's 1 6. Okay, that's better than 0.
Okay.
I thought it was second 6. That one's 4.
So as you connect with this device,
Kills me.
see, had you rolled a 4 or 5, it would have been level 4 harm. As your
You were
life,
ready to kill me, right?
I was
there.
ready to kill whoever attuned to that.
So him.
Because I would be the only one who could do it.
None of the rest of the party has a tune.
You don't have points in it, but you can still do it.
So technically, the scientists could have tuned to
1.
it too.
Yeah.
Why didn't?
2.
Yeah.
You were
Like,
you were hoping.
by the same.
By the same
Token,
thing, any
they
of the
could've.
scientists could have attuned to it.
They don't have enough. They're not scientists. They're
By the
they're
same
engineers.
token, these people wouldn't have had. My
Yeah.
party wouldn't have had enough.
Yeah, you can't give them
they
0.
wouldn't have had enough, but they could have tried. If they had rolled 2 6s, they would have
That's fair, but
succeeded.
that is extremely unlikely.
I was going to force him to resist and take a level 3 harm.
Yeah.
No, he's only going to take level 1 harm. Just
Can I resist this?
Technically,
yes.
All right.
You can resist it down to nothing.
Any harm, Bass.
No, okay, I didn't, unfortunately.
Well, wait, yes, you do. You do.
Oh.
You just do going to take 4 stress.
Oh, okay.
He only his highest was a 2.
His highest was a 2.
So you reduce.
6 minus your highest die roll.
Okay, well, we're one away from a trauma here.
That's
Break
what
the
I.
haughty.
That's what I wanted. I wanted someone to take a trauma.
You always want us
I
to take
always
traumas.
want someone to take a trauma. It doesn't. It's not like I'm killing you.
Yeah.
You could have. You can resist level 4 down to level 3. You would have
Yeah.
survived. You just would have been.
I just have to help you move places. Which
But to answer your question,
I didn't
Bass,
take
I
things like
was
that,
ready to kill you.
I
I was ready. I was
Sean
ready
didn't
for
want
a
us to
character.
have that key.
I was ready.
I
for
would like to give
character
our
death.
viewers
No,
a
the door would have
flashback
opened.
to the Rise of the Runelards campaign where we had the Wendigo incident, where Sean tried the same thing.
To be fair,
It failed.
that one was a lot more randomized and up to chance. You just got screwed by RNG pass.
And Tom's role-playing ability.
So the door opens. The engineers will run just into the desert. They're gonna die probably.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the door is open, and you see it's steps that lead steeply downward into darkness.
Does one of them run by me?
They just run, Andy,
Like
Does-
away from all of us.
like away from you guys.
Okay.
Why are you tormenting the engineers?
They work for the hegemony.
Oh, that's
They deserve death.
Yes.
that is actually completely fair. That is completely fair.
I was actually going to offer.
I
them a
was
place
trying
in
to
R.
figure out your motivation.
My motivation is the motivation I spoke about 4 episodes ago.
I was actually going to offer.
I mean, it's
them a
kind of
place
just
in-
like the same way the garbage man works for the city.
Yeah, I was actually going to offer them a place in our group if they could live.
Oh well.
Or they were
They're
just
desert
too
food.
dumb.
You know what?
Really?
Can I shout a command to them and see if like
can
they
try.
stop and all right, let's try this. Come on,
You can try.
please, give us back Kevin, please.
Kevin.
That was the name of one of our gang members. He was a good gang member.
He was
Was
the
he
best
the-
one.
He was the one who survived.
You can ask for Shroom back or whoever that
We
guy
got
was.
6. I got a
Oh.
6. I got a 6.
Shroom was a great NPC. He gave us what we needed.
I shout for them to stop and to follow us.
Okay.
Because otherwise they're just going
They-
to die. Or, best case scenario, they survive and the hegemony thinks that they betrayed them.
They tentatively come back and begin seeing what they can salvage of the multiple rovers that are now basically all useless to get home in.
Wait, didn't they have
No,
No, no,
there's
you
one.
said there
They
was
had
2
two.
rovers in addition to ours. Chris
Yep.
threw
Chris
one
threw the
rover
one
into
we
another
came in.
rover. We still have 1 rover.
Right. But the rover, that's the rover you came in.
Oh, right, yeah. No,
Wait,
That's
I didn't-
damaged.
I didn't
when
know.
we got there,
No,
you said
to
there
be-
were two other...
He picked
Yeah,
one of those
one
up
and
and
threw,
threw
at
it into the other one.
You didn't pick up our rover and throw it into
No,
theirs?
no, man. I was just thinking about the best way
He
to
was
take
very
out the,
explicit that he picked up one of those rovers
Yeah.
and threw it into the other one. Otherwise, he would have
Why?
said he picked up our rover.
It's fine. It's fine. We got parts. We have
We'll
like
be
3
fine.
rovers worth of parts
Oh my
here.
Maybe
God.
the engineers will have it together
Guys,
by the time
also,
you guys get back
if
up.
it works like the last time, we might just go back to town, when we pick up this key.
I'm gonna start.
End of dungeon warp, like
I'm
we did
gonna-
last time.
I'm gonna start heading down the stairs first here and start attuning to see the direction I need to go here.
In my defense, I don't like being shot.
All right, controlled position again, Bass.
All right, 6. 1 6. And
Why would
So
you
you get
grab
your
the
little
rover
weight.
that's literally right next to you?
No, he had said
It
he'd
was
walked,
one-
he'd exited
I got-
and walked and stepped forward.
Yeah, next to one of their rovers.
Yeah.
Because I was fairly certain that there was going to be an ambush, and there was, and I didn't feel like dying because of that.
So, you guys,
That's where Andy leaves the podcast.
his waypoint, begin like it glows the whole hallway as you guys begin to descend. Him attuning to figure out where you need to go is enough energy to illuminate these little strips that seem to be in between every stone.
Huh.
Almost like the mortar itself is the lighting system. As you descend, it seems as though you're going deeper and deeper than your body should be able to handle, yet the air pressure never seems to change. It's very similar to when you exited into the bubble under the ocean.
This is all the same ancient civilization, I have a feeling. Maybe.
Probably.
I wonder why they're not around
Makes
anymore.
sense.
As you reach the bottom of the steps, they've been going in one direction, everywhere straight and down.
Can I take a moment to, out of character, answer Bass's question? They're not around anymore because people betrayed them.
You're never gonna let this die, are you?
You don't know? No one knows why the precursors in the are gone.
Betrayal. I'm calling it.
So, ahead of you stretches another narrow hallway, very similar to what you entered when you entered the shell under the sea. You take a few steps into it. What do you guys do?
Take a look around. Is it the same area that the key was in the last place?
So you're in a narrow hallway with nothing in it.
Oh.
Just seems to stretch into darkness.
I assume we're gonna have to attune again because it might just be one of those same traps as it was last time, or it'll endlessly be a hallway. Five is the highest.
So your waypoint kind of tells you to keep going forward, actually.
All right, I'll trust it.
And as you guys take a few steps forward, you hear grinding of stone and some metallic squeals. And as you look behind you, the steps are beginning to flatten against the wall, pull back away from you. And the door is closing over the little passageway that was just between there. And as it finishes closing, it begins to move toward you down the hallway very slowly.
All right, let's try to find our way out of here now.
Well, this is our tomb.
Not true. We might
Not
be able to get out.
necessarily.
It seems to be a physical version of the illusion that you encountered in the under the sea. Because remember, I said it was a long, narrow hallway, and when Andy turned around, the wall,
Yeah.
it was just a wall there. There was no path to go back down. So this is a physical version
Yeah.
of that illusion.
Punch the wall.
Are we like at the end of the hallway?
No, it just stretches ahead of you.
Just keep going.
I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess to keep going for a while here at least.
You start moving down the hallway, and the grinding and sliding behind you seems to move at the exact same pace that your party moves at.
Alright.
You start to move a little faster. It gets a little louder. Sounds like it's... Every time you stop, it's the exact same distance behind you.
All right, I've got a wild
And
idea.
when you stop, it doesn't grind to a halt. It continues just moving ever so slowly. Again.
What if we go towards it? just putting out an idea there.
You're the one that knows the magic.
Well, this is a grinding door of doom. That's not magic. That's just a...
The Magic Society set it up.
Can I roll a rig check, maybe?
Arachnid, you toss the rover. You can toss that door behind us, right?
What do you want to do with the rig?
I guess attempt to, like... I guess I would need to roll a study first, at least, on, like, the wall itself and everything to be able to figure out, like, what's happening with that.
Well, I mean, you could
wait.
argue rig to, like, see how it's assembled, see if there's any noticeable like assembly to this, or if it's just kind of sliding down.
You know what?
Like it's a tube.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, you do that.
Come on, one die. 5.
5. So, I mean, you look around and you can see.
Because I'm curious about how, like, at this point, I'm a bit curious about how it's transmitting our movement into energy to move. Like, there has to be some connection between that wall and the floor. So,
as you take steps back
that?
and forth, and you feel you now you're paying attention to it. The way it's rigged, the way this is all set up, is that door is not actually moving. The floor and walls are. It's a tube, almost on a mechanism.
Okay. Alright.
You don't know how long it goes for. It could just be a ring that goes in a loop around the planet. You don't know. Anyone? Anything?
How hot is it in here?
It's cool. It's comfortable.
Okay.
It's climate controlled. Breathable
Do
air.
I want to
Ret
burn?
controlled.
Can we just break it?
Do I want to burn a stress, get that sticky liquid on my hands, and then just cling to the wall and see where it takes me?
Why don't I just keep moving forward instead of inspecting this goddamn wall? It's just moving at the same.
Well,
pace
it's a
as us.
mechanism. Like, I was able to figure some stuff out about it through a rig check.
Because also potentially it goes around the whole planet.
Yeah, potentially this could. I even relay that. I'm like, I don't know if we're in like a closed loop or like a loop that goes around the planet or not. But like, we're in a tube. We're in Final Fantasy 13, guys. We're in the tube. The tube is real.
We even
The
have
tube can
someone
hurt
named
you.
Lightning.
Yeah, but there's always an opening at both ends of a tube.
Yeah, but like, we don't know when we're gonna reach that.
We also don't.
All right, what about this? One of us stays put, and 3 of us move forward, and we'll see if the door catches up with the person who stays put, not it.
I'll stay put, sure.
All right. Thank you.
I'll volunteer.
Let's.
All right, the
We
3
start walking.
we start walking while Arachnid stays put.
Okay. You 3 start walking, and you begin to hear the stone grind. It gets to Arachnid, and it just ripples around him, and Arachnid's gone, and the wall continues to move toward you at the pace you're moving at.
All right, so we turn around, and Arachnid is gone. Okay, we didn't hear him scream, so I'm assuming he's not dead, right?
I mean, unless it got vaporized.
I'm
fair
also
point.
assuming I'm not dead. Do I just see them like completely disappear from my
Sometimes
view? What
death
the hell
is,
do I see?
just
Okay.
pretty quick and painless, and you don't get a chance to scream.
Fair.
That's kind of how
You're,
explosive decompression works.
you-
Like, if
you're-
you get
you're-
sucked out into space.
you're supposed to, amp up the party, being like, okay, now we just run through the thing, and then it takes us to where we want to go.
No, that was Derek's job.
I mean,
What do you guys do? You run away or you run into it?
I'm ready to enter the afterlife if you are.
I'm not ready to die anytime soon, but I trust that this is something of the way that I will be accepted through this door. So you know what? I will take a step. I will walk towards it.
tune.
I trust in the way that I won't roll in a tune. I'm going to walk through the damn thing.
Okay.
Let's go.
Albatross disappears from view. What do you two do?
I'm gonna follow.
Fuck it.
Lightning disappears from view, and
We all take level 4 harm.
No, level 4
As-
can be resisted.
as Starwing,
Yep.
as Starwing steps through, he sees the three of you standing there in total awe. You're in a small, round room with a domed ceiling, very reminiscent of the shell, scaled down. You only like 3 more people could stand on this floor because there's a set of steps that go up to a altar that seems to be carved right into the stone that the steps are made from. And atop this altar, not inside of a box of any kind, is a device that kind of looks similar to the key that you obtained previously.
Alright. Alright. So who wants to walk up there and,
There's only one person for that job, and that would be me.
Alright.
Well, this can't be the afterlife. You fuckers are here.
Boss, come on!
This is true. If there was a heaven and a hell, I don't think you'd make it to heaven.
Well, I don't think you would either.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything wrong in my lifetime.
Roll a sway.
I'm not rolling.
Are
a
you
sway.
sure about that?
Roll to convince yourself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to the key and. Do I need to attune? Can I just pick it up?
You can just pick it up.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay. You
All
pick
right.
it up,
Key get,
and
and then I die.
there's a grinding and a shift, and everything seems fine. The door seems to now, when you turn around and look out the door, the people down at the bottom of the steps, it appears to be back out into the desert.
Easy in, easy out.
Yeah, alright, let's head back.
Okay.
Cautiously.
Okay. So you get back to the
Engineers even have
It's-
enough time.
it's about like a half-mile hike in this heat, which is really bad. To the back to the rovers. And when you get back, the engineers are like, "We thought you were dead.
What do you mean?
Do you not know how long you guys have been gone?"
Okay, there must have been some wave fuckery there. How long? A day, 2 days, a week?
It's been like 5 days, at
Okay.
least 5, 6.
Damn.
Not as bad as
It's
I
hard to
thought.
tell on this side, but like we have, the watches that beep every one, 3 times a day, and they've counted out at least 5 or 6 days. We were getting ready to just head back. We've been ready to leave for a day.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't. We don't have to hunt you down. So, how would you guys like to work for us? No more threatening on your lives.
What do I feel this is the under new management meme?
I mean, either that or we can leave you in the desert and drive back without you. Like, unfortunately, we kind of got you by the short and curlies for negotiations.
I mean, I guess we have no choice.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Well, I like to hear that you'll be working with us. You'll be answering to Starwing over here for the most part. He handles a lot of the engineering and stuff like that, so I have a feeling you guys might be able to figure a lot of that out.
See? We're not murder hobos.
I'm pretty sure the guy you clonked with a wrench still is not exactly.
He failed.
Jeez.
He worked for the hegemony.
So you guys head back.
Yep.
You know, I asked them. No one has come to check in on you guys, right?
No,
Okay.
no. I mean, we've just been waiting for you. We've
Sure.
got
Probably
no
a
word.
trap at our ship.
Fair.
Yeah, that would make the most sense. But we'll blast our way out of it, and we'll make it...
You filthy traitor. Also,
out,
Chris.
Sorry. We'll blast our way out of it, and we'll make it out of these situations like we always do. No need to worry. What's your guys' names?
Of course you would ask that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I'm Steve. That's Gary. There's
John, Paul,
there's
Ringo,
Matt, Bart,
Simpson,
Bruce,
Banner,
Randall.
Epstein.
Okay.
No.
Steve, Gary.
I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not naming them anymore.
No,
Guys-
seriously, I need the names. I'm writing them down.
What did I say? Steve,
Steve and Gary.
Gary, Terrence,
Terrence Crews.
Walter, and the one that was brained with a wrench was named Kevin.
Damn it, we lost Kevin. Thanks a lot.
We didn't lose him.
I mean, you still have his corpse.
Wait, you killed him?
You gave me
Yeah, he
four.
brained him.
Oh,
You gave me 4. Oh, yeah, there were 5.
He
There were 5.
worked
You
for
killed him.
the hegemon.
I thought you would just
Bess, what
like-
did you not get about he killed him?
I just
In the way that a mechanic works for Mr. Tire.
like a light braining, you know, not a full-on braining.
A light braining?
I caved his skull in for his
Lightning.
crimes against
Lightly
humanity.
caved his-
Yeah, I non-lethally caved his skull in.
That's not a thing.
He had to pay for his crimes against humanity
It reminds me of Arrested
and the
Development.
Xenos.
A bit of light treason. I may have committed a bit of light treason.
When you're committing treason against an unjust government, it's not treason, it's justice.
That sounds
That's
that
true.
sounds like something I have to
That is true.
I have to cut out, otherwise wind up on a watch list.
No, technically, you don't have to cut it out at all. We'll be
So you guys arrive back at your ship. The action, the bustling nature of the mining area seems deathly quiet now. The ships that had landed are gone. Seems completely abandoned. Just your ship remaining. It's in a couple of broken rovers.
All right, first things first, we
All
need to
the-
examine our ship.
All the
First
lights.
things first, we need to examine this ship.
Oh, this seems really odd. Why is everyone... Wait, are the locals still around?
As I was about to say, all
Sorry.
of the lights in the town are off. There's no miners around. It seems completely abandoned.
Was this a fake city?
No.
Your dumbass set yourself up and us for an ambush, you stupid fuck.
Should we go inspect the town?
You should go inspect our shipping and get the fuck out of here. In character and out of character.
Boss, what's your vote on this?
Well,
Ship or town?
if Albatross wants to go to the town, they can.
I feel like
I
going
think
to
we
the
should
town
go.
alone seems terrible.
We'll take some of the new guys with you.
I'll be with the ship with you guys. Sounds good.
What a coward.
Never said I was brave.
So you guys get on the ship and leave? Or you're inspecting
When
the
I
ship?
get to my room, I'm gonna kind of reach out to the way and sense if that commander is still around, or just like sense if anything's fun. Like I'm just like freaked out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is fucking eerie.
I did get 1 6.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna rig and I'm gonna study and then rig the ship for any funny
Any
business.
tricks?
That's a 6 for study.
You see nothing wrong with your ship?
Nothing out of place. Nothing extra.
Nope.
All right.
Doesn't seem like anyone entered it at all.
I'm gonna then roll a rig.
What are you rigging?
I'm going to do a more thorough,
Actually, go through the mechanics of the ship. Make sure that
Yeah.
like a
Like
tracer
a system, like a full
Yes.
systems check.
Yeah.
full systems check, like opening compartments and whatnot. And
Okay.
You want to burn a gambit for this? Oh.
No.
No. I got a 4.
No. Everything seems to be the way you guys left it.
All right, Steve, Gary, Terrence, Walter. Let's get on this ship and get ready to take off.
I double checked the fake transponder.
Works fine.
It's now a real transponder.
Works fine. It's still on the same settings you guys last had it on.
I changed those settings.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
When we close the spaceship door, I put a chair in front of it.
As you guys taking off?
Well, no, thinking logically, they could have
Sure.
come into the ship, seen what our fake transponder settings were.
No,
at.
that is fair, and then looked for that when we left. Guess we ship out. Do we want to go immediately for that new gate now that we got the keys?
The people of Mem said they still had something.
Oh, okay, so we gotta go back.
Yeah, and we still need the extra things to get.
Yeah, I think there's another.
Okay.
There's extra steps.
Gotcha.
So, as you exit the atmosphere, there's no armada. There's no traffic
100%.
at all.
I started
Lean
talking
in.
to the engineers like you guys knew. I started talking to the engineers like you guys knew anything about this stuff happening.
They said no.
How long were
No,
you guys?
we didn't even get the radios working until you guys got up.
How long were you guys planned to be stationed there?
I mean, we were supposed to be here years. I got contracts. We're getting paid. This is a mineral mine.
Hold up, I have a question for you guys. Wait, out of character. From the planet, could you have visibly seen any of the armada out in the atmosphere?
In the sunny side, the only one you would have been able to see was the large, huge, massive command ship. And they say that it orbited around the other side of the planet the day after you guys disappeared.
Let's just get back to Mem and... I don't know. This is...
You want to go into more detail about your acquisition of those keys again?
I don't think that has anything to do with what happened. I got the keys using the way. I don't get why we're on me about that.
I just want more details because an armada like that was planned. An armada like that was planned to be stationed there for years doesn't just up and leave.
I am just as clueless as you are, honestly. I don't know why they would just leave.
The mining operation was set up to be there for years. Not the Armada was new, but the mining operation that was now empty
Let's get
was
to
meant to
Mem.
be there for years.
Let's get the news.
Still doesn't make sense that the armada just
Maybe there's
suddenly
some
left.
giant skirmish that they needed this army here for.
I doubt
Keys you
that.
pulled out of the magical portal in your ass. That was in character.
Okay. So you guys take off, hit the interstellar highway there, come out right outside of Mem, and you receive a set of encrypted messages that had been waiting for you to come back into space from the Memish Resistance, giving you a set of coordinates on the other side of the planet from where you had met with them previously.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was like, if they're for the fucking other side of the planet we were just at. That's,
No.
That would be fun.
That's stupid.
So, as you guys come in and land, it is a rocky, corally, kind of like sandstone type shelf of land with no discernible buildings on it, just large arches of coral sticking up occasionally. And you land, and you're greeted by a group of the Memish Resistance who come to lead you into the
The chambers.
They lead you into this small constructed building, kind of in the side of the coral. And an old Menish man comes up to you, looks you over.
I'm sorry, it's swinging into me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tighten so it doesn't do that anymore. I don't know if it's just putting too much.
No, part of it is that this table is curved
Gotcha.
and just kind of does that. It's
Alright.
not the best.
I'll just
for
hold
recording.
it for the time being.
Yeah, I thought I had it in a position where it wasn't
You
gonna do
did,
that.
but when I was just tinkering with it like I just do with
You made it worse.
anything, I made it worse.
Just don't touch stuff bad.
Good thing we're almost done.
Right?
So as he speaks to you, he confirms that you have the keys.
Yes.
Yep, we show him.
Oh, yes. Bring those here. And he brings you to this large stone that has similar engravings that the keys have. And he says to you, we must carry this to your ship and install it in the front, on the outside of the ship.
We get to be pioneers of this new place.
And he closes his eyes and puts out his hands and moves them across to you guys. And he stops at Albatross. And you,
Don't do this to me.
betrayer, you must connect with it.
I feel like in character I'm sweating a little bit there. Like,
This is the navigation device. Once those keys are inserted, the gate is open. Without this on your ship, there's no way to get anywhere via the gate. It'll sling you through hyperspace forever.
I hate to be that guy. Could I roll a study check for when it?
No, let me finish.
All right.
I rolled a nut tap him as he connects. Go.
So, with this device installed, someone will need to take this, and he holds out a shard, and attune to it, and he touches it to his forehead, like that.
well, this is definitely a job for me, and I will be more than happy to do
This is
so.
Very permanent, so you know.
Permanent, what do you mean? What's it going to do?
He jingles the shard in front of his head, as though it'll be embedded within your skull forever. The shard, and your connection to this device on the front of the ship will be forever.
Oh, well, it's easily covered by bangs. Just have to change my hairstyle.
You will have this for this connection for the rest of your life.
The fish man doesn't get your hairstyle reference.
Listen, this is perfectly fine. If I'm permanently attuned to some glorious artifact that's going to lead us to the way to more glorious artifacts, this is basically the second best thing to winning that one championship back in, 4 years ago. It's going to be really hard to top that. You should have seen it. Maybe you read the headlines. Do you know how I am?
And it instantly kills you if you have thoughts of betrayal.
All right, fish person. Do it to it? Is that something they say?
He nods. Do it to it. Turns to the other ones, and in Memish he says it, which is just sound kind of like Dura Dura, and they all start just Dura 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 Dura. Just everyone is like yeah, like it's their new chant. Do it.
God,
You've started something. So,
I'm an influencer.
they carry this device out, and they begin working on your ship.
They're gonna be working on me.
They begin working on your ship, and within a few hours, they have this new nose cone-looking thing installed. And the old man fish turns to you and says, "Concentrate."
Okay.
And he hands you the gem.
You want me to roll anything? No. Okay.
You just concentrate. It's going to be an automatic critical. As the gem is scarred into your forehead.
Take level 10 harm as you fuse with the ship.
I was gonna say take level.
I want. This is a more psychological thing, so this is going to be a little different. I want you to look at all the trauma, and I want you to pick your favorite.
Can you just push my stress so I can at least alleviate all of that and not be one from a second trauma at that point?
You don't have a You don't have a trauma, do you?
I don't have
No.
No,
What he's
you're going to
saying
be
is
giving me a
he's one
trauma,
away from
and
a
I'm one away
trauma.
from a trauma
I'll
already.
clear all your stress. If you
Okay.
when you take a
that's-
trauma, you
yeah.
clear your stress.
That's what happens.
So Bass.
Obsessed.
Oh, okay. We were vibing there. I was telling you to be like, you definitely take it.
No, that was the first one I was going to take, no matter what.
As Albatross regains composure and stands up, there's just this new look in her eyes. Just this fierceness, just this need. And it was a want before, a want for all this knowledge and all these artifacts. Now it's a need. And we'll see you guys next week.
DIbToons Plays Podcast is a DIbToons Animation Studio production. Produced by Sean Dibble and Derek Goodison. Edited by Sean Dibble. Music from Pixabay.com. Like and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/DIbToons. That's DIbToons. And on Twitter at ToonsDib. That's ToonsDib. Thanks for listening.